Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of our Crazycraft survival series. Last we left off on, we had just carved ourselves a little hole, and we are now going to finish off what's left of our little hole. Maybe build a nice little house in this area and get started on Crazycraft. So let's get into it. And another really big thing, for me at least, is I got an actual mic. So now I'm not using a headset, which is amazing for me because now I don't have to worry about audio issues. And it's much simpler with this microphone compared to setting up with a headset. I have no idea what kind of house I'm going to build. I'm just going to start placing blocks and hoping that it looks good. I haven't really been much of a designer when it came to Minecraft, but I can sure build a nice looking house that has a lot of useless rooms. There we go. Run it. So, while I was going through my day just playing games, I made a world for myself to discover each of the different ant dimensions and whatnot. And as you saw, in episode 1, the red ant dimension is the unstable dimension where you can get all sorts of spawn eggs and fight all sorts of bosses and creatures. The brown ant dimension is technically known as the woodland dimension. And it can be super, super cool, but also depending on what kind of trees you find, you could find some very dangerous things, like a king or a queen tree. Just super tall trees built with either obsidian and ruby, or iron and gold with titanium, uranium, all the super good ores that we are looking to get, hopefully sometime down the road in this series, which can be super helpful having ultimate gear. But for right now, we just gotta worry about getting a nice little base going and working on having a structural area to call home. Then hopefully, if we get lucky enough, I can find enough iron this match to build, this episode, to build our little Easter Bunny farm. Because that's an unlimited source of food. Which is going to be super helpful, as well as can give us stuff for miner's drain and a bunch of other super good loot for us. So, we should actually yep, a bucket of water. So we need iron either way. To keep you guys around for as long as you guys are willing. Yay, it stopped. Okay, we're going to... We need food. We need iron. Okay. Odds of us finding iron are not very high, so let's just carve this stuff up. See if we have any bit of luck. Okay. Let's craft ourselves a sword so we can get some food. At least a better sword than this, because wood doesn't deal enough damage to mobs. In fact, it barely deals any damage to them, which is very annoying when you're trying to survive. Against skeletons and zombies. Okay. What else do we got? Took a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Okay. And a bunch of bees spawn. Yay! We don't have a bed. We have to be very careful. We do not have a bed. Which means we will not be respawning here. We will be respawning somewhere random. Let's build more chests, because we're going to need a lot of them. Oh, and another very annoying thing with this, you can't put chests side by side. Which really sucks. I'll throw like those there, those in there. Take this out, throw those in there. That could stay in there. Stick in there. That can go in there. Those can go in there. Okay. Sort this stuff out. Craft a couple pickaxes. And with a bucket, we can start to grow our own food. Hopefully. No! Why is that bird around here? Okay. Here's one bucket. And with the second, we have our unlimited water supply, which we will then take and use for our farm. See what other seeds we can get. Coffee bean, wolfsbane, regular. Come on, give me a tomato. Give me a tomato. Nope. Nope. On one tomato seed, and I'm happy. That's peanut. Don't want strawberry, don't want rice. Yes, we got our tomato seeds. We did it. Woo! Woo! We did it! Anyway, that's enough acting like an idiot. Let's take that, patch it up, close that. Boom. Unlimited water source. Perfect. Nope. Scary noises. Throw those in there. Just toss these in here. 2. Two. Bang, bang. Wonderful. Now we have our source of food, and we will put that in there. And as you can see, there are tons of resources. Gems, crystals, emeralds, coal. And if you look right there, that is something very important. That is titanium, I believe. No, uranium. Which is super, super good. And it is what we need to create ultimate tools. Unfortunately, we do not have a pickaxe that can mine it. Not yet, but we will. Now, as for the rest of these, I need to be careful when I mine them because not everything is going to be a true block. Because I could mine, let's say I mine that emerald, I could get hit with a bunch of ants or termites. Because the people that modded this are evil. When I was doing just mining on my playthrough to get to catch the ropes of it again, I was mining a bunch of, well, trying to mine redstone. And instead of mining redstone, I mined right into a red ant block. And I was assaulted by 400 ants. And that was just fantastic to deal with. And this right here, Energon. It's kind of useful, but using the Transformers mod isn't exactly easy. So that's not something I'll probably dabble in. So, I mean, I'm not fully certain about that yet, but we will see at a later date. Let's see, is there any other good resources down this way? Nope. About down here. Cobble. Emeralds. Let's get all this stuff out of the way. Oh, wow. Titanium and uranium side by side. That's a rare sight to see. Got anything more important? Nope. Okay. Well, we got a huge thing of water down below and a bunch of iron. So let's go get some iron tools and work things out from there. Awesome. Now that we have all of our iron done, we can finally get the tools we need to make some starter gear, which is a wild thing to say. Let's do our little rush back down here. Carve up all these resources. So, I was not expecting silicon. And then, of course, magnesium. Don't remember what this is for. But it's always good to have something you don't know what it's for. Because if you ever end up needing it, there it is. And just because I'm not the best with paying attention to edges, we're going to make sure that we widen this out a bit. There. Okay. Nope. Not friendly noises. Oh yeah, another cool feature is every certain amount of levels you go up, you gain an additional heart, which can be really helpful in the long run. So when you start out, you should really try gaining up as many levels as possible, because the more hearts you have, the better chance of survival. That's a block of radiation. Very annoying if you accidentally pick one up. It's really not fun. But if you ever play with friends, you should sneak up to them if you ever find one and drop it on them, because they are not expecting to be damaged by a block of radiation. And much like I said and pointed it out perfectly earlier, trap block. Termites. See, in this mod, everything's against you, which is never fun. Let's get that out of the way. Okay, let's see what we got up here. Silicone, more magnesium. Let's pray. What? something died here. I don't know what. But I'm glad it did. And we lost absolutely everything. But we still got our bucket, so we're good. Okay. And with all of that happening, what we're going to do is craft another pickaxe. We're going to go down, grab enough iron for a sword, and go massacre some sheep. Because with everything that's happened, we are off to a terrible, terrible start. Red ant troll block. Bane of my existence. It's a lot of gold, which is super good. Okay. We'll carve up this vein right here. See if we can find just one more to get a pickaxe. That's not. I could do that, but I don't want to go too far from my exit strategy. Here we go. No. Getting back up. We'll go this way. And then we will make everything we need to craft ourselves a bed and a backpack. Well, less backpack until we have everything we need for it. And we will work things out from there. We'll just toss everything here. Everything there. Now, since we're here, let's do this. Nice little fence. Let's make one more. Because these little guys will do whatever it takes to get out. And we don't want rabbits escaping. I thought I saw a diamond sword for a second. There was going to be so many questions asked. It's a lot of light. Whoops. So we will wait till daytime. To leave you alone. Hopefully remove these guys. And take their wonderful contributions. And we need 2 more iron. Good thing we have that death mark, because that is our active waypoint marker. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of things I don't need. Chipmunk. Although I will take a new hat. Here we go. See, raw mutton and lamb chop. So, let's get as many of these guys as possible. Because the more sheep we have, the better. There's a bed. So now we don't have to hike 40 miles just to get back to base. What do we got here? Ghost pumpkin skelly. Yeah. Here we go. Bed. Let us cook those. Rat. Okay, I stand corrected. They do despawn. That sucks. But I mean, you guys saw what it can do. So, here is where our unofficial egg farm is going to be. We have our bed. We have our little farm right here, which came with a lot of items. Which, tomato plant, tomato, cherry tomato. BLT takes regular tomatoes. 4621. Okay, so it doesn't give the tomatoes that we want. That's okay. We'll figure things out as we go. Lamb chop. Always good. And let's throw, for right now, these can all go in here. Those can go in there. And we will come on down here. Do one last double take. And this is where we will have to leave off until next episode. So, with this being the case, we have made major progress in a way. We have enhanced our little hole in the mountain. We have created a nice little spawn egg area for 10 minutes. Got ourselves some good food. And we got ourselves a mine shaft. So I would call episode 2 somewhat of a success. So I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching this video tonight. Thank you all for your support as usual. And I hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for coming out.